What's poppin', y'all? I gotta admit, if Cenat is your man's man, that guy is riding for you whenever, wherever, and however. Because Cenat would defend DDG on the red carpet. So he was on the red carpet live streaming the BET Awards the other day, and he runs into the Shade Room. If you're unfamiliar, the Shade Room is a female blog. It's similar. Think of academics, except a female blog, and it's not a personality. So they're covering, all of anything, the effery. From academics' own words, that's what they're covering. And you can imagine it's the exact opposite level of toxicity in the comments and ruthlessness. But what they reported, and I'm gonna play you guys the clip first.
Yes, you look good. You look good. That man, Daryl Granberry. That's in the court of law. Okay, all right. That was in the court of law.
They said court of law, but y'all spread a whole fake statement for a whole day straight. How is it? Y'all are messy, bro. Like, Shade Room, y'all couldn't pay me to support y'all. Couldn't pay me $1. Y'all couldn't pay me $1 million to y'all. Like, I hate when y'all post me. I used to be like, damn, I like Shade Room. But now it's like, y'all tear black man down every day. Like, that's like the main core content that y'all have. Like, how can we tear a black man down further and further? You know what I'm saying? That shit is weird, but you're supposed to be like uplifting black people. I don't see you posting no other race in a negative light. Only black men.
So there's the clip, and that's DDG responding to the clip. So how this all started is, of course, the custody battle and the allegations made by Halle Bailey towards DDG. She got the restraining order, they posted that, and it was all good. But what happened afterwards is when DDG's team trying to prevent her from leaving the country with the kid, and DDG was trying to get his own restraining order. So these two things are separate. What happened was that everywhere it got reported that DDG got denied. So he got denied the motion. And it seemed like the way that they presented it, the Shade Room in particular, was that he didn't get the restraining order. So it got denied despite all of the information that DDG put on there, all of the text messages, like the cuts that he had on his hands, all the voice messages as well, which we didn't get to listen to. So people were looking at the Shade Room like, yo, what's going on? And DDG's team came back with a statement real quick. So you can see on the paper, on the second page, it says that he was denied until the hearing, the limited order regarding travel granted, so the child and visitation thing. However, it did give him the restraining order. So it says temporary restraining order, original order, protected person. And then it must be enforced through the United States. Expires at the end of the hearing. So until June 24th, that the temporary restraining order would be valid. So he did get it. And then, they deleted the post. The post said explicitly by the Shade Room, and I'll put it up right now with the image. It says DDG judge reportedly denies DDG's temporary restraining order request against Halle Bailey, but that was not denied. It was just the motion to stop her from leaving. So he got his restraining order, and that really harmed DDG's reputation, because they're like, yo, he's lying. See, the judge won't even grant him a restraining order even though he put out all that proof. So he started to get grilled even harder. And on the Shade Room, listen, man, I will give them credit though. They went on to post photos and alleged text to support DDG's claims. They deleted that original post, by the way. But if you read through the comments, they're just getting, and they didn't delete it for quite a while, even after the statement. And then they started switching up a little bit. So they're like, oh, DDG's mom accuses Halle Bailey of tracking him. And then these comments are so crazy on this channel or on this page, because they're like, yo, was she tracking him or making sure she knew where her son was? She said her son was never with him. So when she's tracking him, he's not even with the kid. So how is she making sure that the son is with him? Psychotic comments, I tell you. But Cenat does this on live. And this is where I got to know, what did some other people do to get on Cenat's bad side? Because DDG, while he is lit, DDG is a brand risk right now. You've got accusations from a Disney star, and you are playing it well in that there aren't other chicks that are accusing DDG of anything bad. It's the opposite. Every single chick is talking positively about DDG, but he is facing up against Roc Nation. I don't know if Cenat wants that battle to be known to be on his side. on DDG's side, you don't want to go up against The Rock. You know what it is. And many have tried, and there are skulls left behind. And yeah, some people got poked up for it. Nah, I don't think Tory Lane's situation is because he went up against Rock Nation. He just found himself against them because of Meg. But with Kai Cenat, yeah, like this guy's, he could have kept it cordial. That's just business. And I like the way that Kai Cenat confronts her as well, because he's not doing it in an aggressive manner, but he is being adamant about it and critical. Like, yo, you guys can't be doing that type of reporting, especially straight up fake news. And I don't even think they put up a correction. They just deleted it and then continued to post the other information that was distributed after. They didn't say, I don't see a post from them. And you could even look through their page from those dates from June 6th to June 7th. That's when this happened and when his legal team posted all of that. I don't see any of that there. The update from DDG's legal team. Yet you are getting like the court stuff, which is, or you're getting the photos and videos, which you almost have to put up there. If you don't put that up there, they're really looking at you crazy. But this is just a matter of, placating to who follows you. I wouldn't be surprised if the Shade Room is in business with Rock Nation, in terms of like, Rock Nation sends them not a stipend, or has them on a retainer, or is like, hey, we need X amount of posts per month about people on our roster, and make sure that they look good. Or, make sure that they look good is implied, because, hey, we've had good business for a couple of years. We've paid hundreds of thousands of dollars out to you, Shade Room, if not more. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Like, there's no way you're going to make the girl look crazy, right? And you've got a female audience as well. Either way, they're not going to do that. So I think to expect them to be fair whatsoever is a little bit too much. Like, if you flip it on the other side, right? That's like saying Academics isn't going to is going to start talking about 50 Cent's baby mama, Daphne Joy, like she was a victim. Like, he's not going to be talking, and the people in his comment section aren't going to be talking about her being a complete cretin, like just dirtbag of the highest degree for any price. And just willing to get down, willing to run up 50 plus random bodies for 10 bands a month, or for a nicer home? Sheesh, because she didn't want to get a job. I didn't know a job was that scary. Shout out to everybody with a job. We're not gonna clap it up for one particular gender because they decided to get a job. But Daphne Joy's, that's what she's been used to. Like, all these other rappers were probably taking care of her too. But man, she must have fell off if she was doing this level of activity and couldn't find something else. But back to DDG and Shade Room and like Academics, it's just an audience type thing. Like, a lot of these chicks that are probably, following the Shade Room, like, they're horrified when they see the reporting from Academics' right-hand man, Academics TV. Like, that guy is tearing into, what's her name? That guy is tearing into Halle Bailey on a level that I've never seen before. And I'm like, damn, dude, like, you don't gotta really, like, just ripping her to shreds, straight destruction campaign. At least Shade Room is, having some tact with it, and then they took down the fake news. But Kai Cenat, he's still riding for DDG. He had him at Streamer University, despite the fact that he was getting some pushback when these allegations were first coming out. They came out at the same time, and now he's pushing up and supporting DDG against the Shade Room. So, Kai Cenat, this guy's on one. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Is Kai Cenat a solid friend? I know some people, they're not too big of a fan of Kai Cenat, but really, what does Kai Cenat have to benefit from a moment like this? Like, just explain that to me if you're a little bit of a detractor and on the opposite end. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.